Oops! Oh, I messed it up. Oh. Oh. Okay. What's wrong? Bad. Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. I'm just going to start from there. I was trying to show off something cool, and I'm not very good at it, so my apologies. Anyways, so yeah, I kind of rushed at the end of last episode. Sorry about all that, by the way. I'm not having a good time in Sense Fortress. Some very silly deaths, wasted. It wasn't as many souls as I thought, but we did lose like 2 soft humanity, which is not a good thing. Ooh, that kind of worked. I was just in time. It was almost too late, but... Oh. See, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to actually use force for one of its lesser-known purposes. Oh, God. Oh. No, not again! Well, anyways, you get the idea. If you use force at just the right time, you can deflect thrown items or projectiles. So, I mean certain things, not everything, but I believe things like fireballs. I think that soul arrows you can knock away, and of course the most ridiculous of the bunch is these fire bombs. But sadly, I'm not well practiced on it, so gotta get that timing very, very precise. So let's try this one more time. Whoop, there you go. It just flew straight up in the air. So that's kind of beautiful. It's something I think is pretty great. Right there, we got some large Titanite shards. So anyways, you get the idea of the whole force miracle to deflect things thing. I'm not gonna do that anymore. These Knights of Berenique, I think I was mentioning like whether or not you could parry them or backstab them. You can't riposte them, but if you time it right, you can, as you saw earlier and right here, you can just parry them. You can't do the counter follow-up, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across. Anyways, yeah, overall we only lost, I believe, 10,000, a little over 10,000 souls, maybe a few thousand above that. But the thing is, I believe this egghead has been absorbing a portion of our souls. I mentioned that before. So any amount of souls that we're losing really is unfortunate. Oh, there you go. So it works on arrows just as well. Now he's just kind of waiting. In addition to projectiles, though, you can also use force to knock away opponents and kind of stumble them. Ugh. Maybe not the best decision against this guy. Trying to recall his name. He's definitely an Astoran Knight by his garb. Prince Ricard? Because I believe his weapon is Ricard's rapier. So this is a unique weapon, actually. So Ricard's an Astoran Knight of some renown, being a prince. He's from some line of royalty, and we find him here in Sense Fortress, and he goes down without too much trouble. And right there you get confirmation, Ricard's rapier. If I can find it, I'll read it. There we go. So, a rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. So we can see sort of a little, maybe mirroring to Oscar, who saved us from our prison cell at the beginning of the game. Oscar was actually going to have a more integral role in the game's story. He was going to sort of progress alongside us. Similar to how some of the other characters do. Even Siegmeyer kind of has his own role in doing that, but it became that Oscar was just sort of, you know, this initial character that you met, who gave you your quest to escape from the Northern Undead Asylum and head to Lordran, and from there he kind of falls off the map until you meet him again when he's hollow. So we got 2 items out of those chests. The first one we got was a Divine Blessing, which fully restores HP and undoes any sort of status effects inflicted on you, except I think Curse. I don't think it removes Curse, but I could be wrong. So it's Holy Water from Goddess Guinevere, fully restore HP and undo irregularities. The goddess of sunlight Guinevere, daughter of the great lord of sunlight Gwyn, is cherished by all as the symbol of bounty and fertility. So, right here we see the third and last of Gwyn's children mentioned, Guinevere, the goddess of sunlight. So, goddess of bounty and fertility, and it's accurate. I'll say that. We haven't seen her yet, but we'll be seeing her. And, yeah. Or at least I think, we think we'll be seeing her. If I don't die before I get there, etc., etc. Other reasons being vague. What was the other thing we got? We got the Rare Ring of Sacrifice. So we already have a Ring of Sacrifice, but the Rare Ring does the same thing as this one, but it also nullifies Curse. So if you get cursed by the Basilisks or anything else that might curse you, this thing prevents you from losing souls, and you can find a few of each of these throughout the game. They give you sort of a stock of them, so since they break once they're used when you die. So this mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. The magenta shaded ring is especially rare, about the same as the last one's description, but it's where we'll lose nothing upon death and will be freed from any curse whatsoever, but the ring itself breaks. That's what that has to say about that. So, we'll head up this way. We're gonna have some pretty sketchy footing coming up. Here you can see the hole a little more closely. The guy's dropping the boulders into. He's gonna toss another one of these on us. Boink! Look at that swing. So it eventually just kind of disappears out of sight. It blips out of existence. Knight of Balder. I wasn't sure if I timed that parry correctly, but looks like it did the job just fine. If we come out this way, I don't believe there's anything back here. It's kind of a weird little section. There's only that Balder Knight and more or less nothing else, but it gives you a little bit of an overview of Sen's fortress at large, I guess. So heading back through. I believe I can unlock this with the master key. No, I can't. This is one that's specifically affected by a certain key. I'm not sure if it's the same key that we would use normally to oh shit, to free Big Hat Logan from where he is, but right there we got a sniper crossbow. Oh, hi. Oh, I forgot you guys were still alive. I never killed him. And I've also been dying a little bit since we last started up, rested at that bonfire, etc. So yeah, they're back. Let's take care of him. Pillage some Titanite shards off of him. Alright, he doesn't have anything else. So yeah, well, while I wasn't intending on falling down yet, we do get the sniper crossbow out of that, so that's not too bad of a deal. I'll examine that in just a moment. It's just not the best environment to be doing that right now, as that demonstrates. You really don't want to get caught by those giant fire bombs. They last so long that if you don't have a quick escape from them, you can be kind of screwed. Anyways, so we head in here. This guy is wearing Baronique armor, the steel armor set, and he himself is, I believe his official name is the Itinerant Merchant, so let's talk to him.
Ah, what? What, who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching.
Alright, so yeah, he'll sell items to us. Especially important, he sells large and green Titanite shards to us. So this guy is our vendor for those, which can be a bit of a pain to farm at times. So if you got the souls for it, especially on New Game Plus when souls come a lot more easily, this is the guy to go to. He also sells the Great Axe and the Balder Shield, which we've already obtained, as well as the Great Sword and Tower Shield. So if we take a look at these. Metal Great Shield used by Knight Berenique, known for his heavy armor. This thick plate of iron is heavily defensive, but ultra heavy. Great shields are very stable and deflect attacks, however one cannot parry and instead bashes with the shield. I think we read that as well with the, what was it, Eagle Shield, or one of the lighter Great Shields that we picked up in Blighttown. Excuse me. And then we have here the Great Sword, one of the gigantic straight Great Swords. Very few have what it takes to wield this incredibly heavy, damage-dealing monster, a favorite of the Knights Berenique, known for their heavy armor and Black Iron Tarkus. So here's our first mention of Black Iron Tarkus. He's a fun one, and we'll be meeting him by the end of this episode. But yeah, we see... It mentions here Knight Berenique, and then here the Knights Berenique. So I think this one is correct in that there's a sort of family of knights, or a group of knights of Berenique. This one, or maybe, you know, it could be there's one particular Berenique knight who others were sort of created from, or, you know, deemed Berenique knights from. I don't know. But either way, here's my favorite armor set in the game, the Katarina set. Distinctive shaped helm worn by the Knights of Katarina. Outside Katarina is often ridiculed for its onion-like shape, infuriating the proud knights, but the masterfully forged curved design makes it very effective for parrying. I just love this set. It's great. And, I mean, it looks silly. Even when I first started playing Dark Souls, I didn't like it that much because it looks so silly. But I learned to really appreciate it because it's one of the more kind of middle-range sets. It's not too heavy, although it looks that way. It looks so bulky. But it's very nice on the defense and gives you nice poise. It's just a good set. I like it a lot. And then, of course, we have the leggings. Or, no, the leggings. The steel set. Steel leggings, gauntlets, armor, helm. Helm of the Knights of Berenique, known for their heavy armaments and armor. Countless Knights of Berenique, once extolled as the mightiest of mighty, became undead and ventured to Lordran, but their journey was for naught as they went hollow and became a threat to all undead. And then lastly we see the Balder set, which we already read a little bit about them. Thick iron plates, Kingdom of Balder, etc. Night King Randall. So, and then we have the Thunder and Spell stone plate rings. These do the same as the Fire stone plate ring, or the Flame stone plate ring. Just gives you resistance against their respective elements that they're named after. So let's talk to him a little more. Oh, and a fun fact, the itinerant merchant is actually voiced by the same guy as Siegmeyer of Katarina. It's Miles Richardson, I think. I might be getting the right name wrong, but...
There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool.
It's funny because they sound like very different characters. Probably because Siegmeyer is muffled underneath a helmet the whole game, but nonetheless.
Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anorlondo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendell, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance, you'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair.
So he confirms their Night King Rendell of Balder actually was here. He was in Sen's fortress, and he failed trying to reach Anorlondo. We also hear Knight Tarkus failed, or wasn't able to get through, which I don't believe. I think Tarkus got through. Just not only based on in-game things, but he's a badass. I think he made it through okay. And then Logan, I guess, might have failed, but survived and was imprisoned here, which is why we find him behind that one wall in a hanging cage.
Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider...
Yeah, so that's pretty much all he has to say to us for now.
Nothing at all? Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
So yeah, I am going to buy something from him. because I can't deny it. If I buy nothing else of the Katarina set, I have to buy the helmet.
Oh, yes, it's you. What is it? Still something you need, eh? Anything at all?
The other thing about the itinerant merchant is I feel like he mirrors, just ever so slightly in a way, the recently deceased Crestfallen warrior, Crestfallen knight. They have a very sort of similar. They've sort of given up hope. This guy's at least, you know, he's had some success, and he's put himself right up in here and set up shop to get souls from passerbys who've made it to Sen's Fortress. So he's got a little bit of a business going on.
Go along, try and make something of yourself. But nothing will come of it. And I should know.
He's just very downtrodden, and he passes that on. He tries to talk you out of your own quest. He believes it's hopeless. But we're a little more optimistic than that. Even through our past failures, you know, who's to say we haven't learned from them? I mean, I know I haven't. But in any other case, you know, you'd usually learn from these things. And I feel really, really dumb about last episode, because I opened it up saying, yeah, I know how to use all of these cool tricks to get through the fortress and fight all the enemies with the traps, and then here I am, like, getting killed by rolling boulders. It's more the rolling boulders than anything, too. Like, the guillotines, or the swinging axe traps, they never got me, but everything else did. Oh, man. Yep. So right there we got the cage key. That's what would have normally freed, I believe, Big Hat Logan. I'm pretty damn sure, if we can find it here. Opens hanging cage in Sen's Fortress. So, key to the hanging cage in Sen's Fortress. If a hapless adventurer becomes fatigued during an imprudent attempt to overcome the fortress, the serpent men will not kill him, but lock him up in a lonely cage. So, that's what happened to Logan. Eventually, unless they have forgotten, they drag the victim off to who knows where. So, that's what happens. Something cool about the Snake Men I talked about briefly last episode, they're based pretty directly off of Serpent Men from Kingsfield 4, I believe, was the one. So they're a design that's come back from that point. I think also the Lion Men in Dark Souls 2 maybe might have come from a Kingsfield game, but I'm not certain on that. I could certainly be wrong on that point.
You. Still alive? That's a surprise. Anything you want? What's mine is yours. But at a price.
So yeah, he just keeps kind of... I don't know.
Let me give you a...
Keeps doing his thing. Not much else to say.
So you're that good? Don't need a thing? Nah. It won't be long before you're begging for mercy.
And you know, I have decided I do want to get one other piece of the Katarina set before we go, so just a moment here. It's not gonna reach it. That one. Yeah, this'll do it. Alright. Give me the gauntlets. We'll come back for the rest of the set at another time when we actually have souls.
Soul, but soon you shall see. You and I are no different. Yeah, yes, you soon shall see the putrid fates we both share.
Alright. Buck up, you silly man. Alright, let's get this done. Let's get this over with. Been in Sen's Fortress a little longer than my liking. To my liking. Oh, wow. It was a split second later, and that probably would have been bad. I don't know why I keep trying to do it either. I have no explanation. Anyways, I'm just gonna use that cage key in this cage and show you guys. We've got ourselves a very nice... Whoa. Got ourselves a very nice little shortcut here. So this is actually the very first sort of length of traps in Sen's Fortress. So if we need to now, we can use these cages to skip from the bottom all the way up here. Usually that would be like the thing you would use if you didn't know about that bonfire. The one that we started at the beginning of this episode. That's kind of a lesser known one, or at least, I mean, I think I played through this game like 5 damn times. Like, who knows how many hours, at least like 150 or so. And I never knew about that until I was curious and I checked it out and I found out that that was actually what was there. So, funny things, you know, you play these games for so long and the stuff hidden in the nooks and crannies, it's really impressive. Oh. Oh god. Oh! Damn! Okay, I'm back. That was bad. That was just not very good placement or circumstance. Usually I can get behind that attack and evade it okay, and then you saw he was kind of recovering. He was sort of exhausted afterwards. That's your opportunity. Oh my god. Yeah, right here is your opportunity to attack or recover if you got hit right there. So he's just exhausted from this little hissy fit he had. He's trying to recover his breath. And that right there is really your big opportunity to score some damage on him. Because he's got a pretty big health pool. Yeah, we can take out most of his health here. I do want to let him show off at least some of his moves. Other than the temper tantrum, but let's destroy his fire bombs. I believe even if you destroy those, if you go back down, he'll continue lobbing them at you from... He just gets them from the ether, you know. Those ones are more there for decoration. And the same with the other guy, with the boulders. He will never run out of those things. So... You see, he's normally very slow, but when he goes in that sort of tantrum attack, right here, he throws all caution in the wind. Tracks you moderately well. Alright, I think he might have like a punch attack as well, but that's not too important. So we kill him, get in a Titanite chunk from him, and I don't think he comes back, so he's pretty much gone. And right here's the boss fog. Imminent wings. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, and I was going here to summon somebody special, but we're actually undead, so I need to go take care of that. You know what? Let's clear out Sun's Fortress. Just get it all done, and then never come back. Because I think that would be preferable thing to do at this point. So we can actually kill that guy, that giant over there. He respawns in this case, though. Also, this is kind of an interesting little tidbit, but I believe... Actually, can you get down from here? I don't know if you can get down from here. I think that there are enough ledges that it might be possible, but no, I may be wrong. I may be very wrong. Yeah, don't listen to me. I think if you fall down there, you either need to use a homeward bone or I don't know. I'm not gonna try it though. We've already died quite a few times in this area, and I'll do what I can to minimize that, if possible. So you see, since he's dead, no more giant fire bombs that we have to worry about. I mean, it's not even so much how dangerous they are, as long as you stay on the move. It's more they're just very, very loud. Hurt your ears. Oh, I messed up. See, something I actually kind of enjoyed about Dark Souls 2 to a degree was you could jump with the L3 button. So if you were running like this and you hit L3, you would do a jump. As it is in Dark Souls 1, jumping is assigned to tapping the circle button while running, but in order to run you have to hold the circle button. So I'm running here, and I have to let go really quickly and tap it, but it doesn't always work, so you kind of have to mash it as you're jumping. And it doesn't always work out so well. It's one thing I'm not a huge fan of. He's kind of cornered us here. I'm slightly worried, but just deal a few shots to his head. Alright. Go through the legs. And down he goes. Tumbles right down. We don't get anything for it. I think we can get a Titanite chunk from him as well, but not a big deal. So we can drop down this pit, and we see right on top of the device where the rocks are dropped through. Since he does respawn, the next time we rest at a bonfire or die, this thing will be activated again. But I believe for the rest of our excursions through here, we won't have to worry about it. So, alright, let's head down this way. We'll be able... Oh, I guess we won't be able to see because there's no boulders going through, but I'm pretty sure that Big Hat Logan will be gone from his hanging prison cell. So that's good for him. There we go. That's how you use those things. Just use them against the enemies. They place themselves almost perfectly in a lot of situations, so... Or if you can lure them into the right hallway or whatever. That's another way to go about it. Oh. Alright, let me back up a little. Damn. Oh. I'm failing a little bit here. I've got him on the second one. There we go. Okay, so right here I'm going to equip the rusted iron ring. And, you know, it may actually be a wise decision to go back to Andre and just rest at the bonfire there. I think that's a smart idea. I'll be right back. Okay, since we're back here, and I've got the large Titanite shards for it now, I'm going to upgrade our mace to +10. Which normally would be the point where when we get to the blacksmith who can create boss weapons for us, that would be where you can upgrade whatever weapon you have into a boss weapon. But I don't think there are any mace-type boss weapons that you can actually obtain through that route, so I think we're just going to stick with the mace as is. Alright, sniper crossbow, I never looked at that. But that's all we're going to upgrade for now. Let's use a humanity. Oh no, actually, I'm probably going to regret this, because I'm probably going to end up dying. Alright, back where we were. Got some snake men to deal with. Got quite a few snake men to deal with here. And, yeah, so this isn't actually a bottomless pit. If you fall down here, it's not necessarily a death, but, the things that lurk down there are almost to the point where, you know, if unprepared, it could very well become a death. And especially if you get swung off by these axes. The initial damage from the axe, and then the falling damage added on top of it will probably kill you. Oh, damn it. Ah! Like I thought, I really shouldn't have bothered using the humanity that I did there. Shouldn't have reversed my hollowing. But you know what? Just use some force. That felt good. It's always good to knock some guys off the cliff. It makes you feel a little better about yourself. Okay, so we've got three of these sort of cobra men. I think that's a cobra, the hood. I'm probably wrong. We're gonna take care of these guys one at a time. The backstabs, as you saw, are very effective. So really they stay in spot for the most part and wail magic at you, so as long as you take them on one at a time, and you're careful with it, they go down without too much of a problem. That's not the tough part, though. The tough part is right down here. So, see that? Titanite Demon. Oh, look at that guy. I need a close look at this. Blah. Ah. I love the snake, man. Oh, and here's another one. And there's another Titanite Demon. You might see an emerging theme here. Oh god. His tail sent that snake man flying. But you may notice a lot of Titanite Demons in this part of Sen's Fortress. This is what makes this sort of murky tar pit so dangerous, is the tar without your iron ring on, you'll trudge through it just like the swamp. And if you're trying to fight one of these guys with that sort of limited mobility, you're gonna be screwed. You're not gonna have a good time. Fortunately, with our plus 10 mace now, we're doing moderately respectable damage. So it won't take too long to kill them. I was almost considering cutting this part out if it took too long, but I think we're gonna be okay. Something I do actually like is the sheen of the tar, and you can kind of see your footsteps, these little indentations into the tar. It really accurately kind of captures like this, it's semi-solid material. It's sort of sucking in your foot as you walk on it. Alright, so we got another guy right here. I thought he had a second friend, but maybe I'm wrong. I swore there was a second guy in this area. I'm probably thinking of the next one. But yeah, plenty. Titanite Demons aplenty here. And some nice loot to find as well, so. Normally a very dangerous area. I wouldn't absolutely recommend it immediately, but ooh, Titanite Catchpole, sweet. We got a Soul of a Brave Warrior and the Scythe. It's not the Great Scythe. The normal Scythe is not quite as great as the Great Scythe, but let's see what we got here. Or I'm going up, I should be going down. Let's look at the sniper crossbow. So, large crossbow with long distance used by Kareem snipers, often used with sniper bolts. But while crossbows are normally easy to use, the sniper crossbow requires dexterity. So, 20 strength, 16 dexterity, yeah. Crossbows are usually a strength weapon, so that strength builds have a ranged alternative. The sniper crossbow requires a little bit of both, more of a balanced type weapon. Then we got the Titanite Catchpole, weapon of the Titanite Demon, a faceless stone monster born from Titanite slab, one of the enchanted weapons, perhaps from residual power of the Titanite slab, known for its leaping attack which comes smashing down on foes from above, which is, as we've seen, one of the Titanite Demon's most powerful attacks, so I can't wield it due to the dexterity. Well, we can wield it, but we can't wield it effectively, but I can at least show off a little bit of the moveset. Right there, you see that jumping attack. Very characteristic of the Titanite Catchpole. This is... oh. Yeah, I guess that replaces the normal jump attack as well. And then if we two-hand it... it's a very weighty weapon. As I said before, it's very slow. We've got the two-handed plunge. I don't know, the moveset variety I feel is maybe a little lacking for how rare the thing is, but I think it is pretty decent damage-wise. That rolling follow-up attack is pretty nice. It's a good sweep. So I'd recommend that. Then backstep, sort of a standard down smash, and then yeah, so more or less the same thing throughout. Something to take note of is it actually does split damage. It does physical, but it also does magic, so that's interesting. And then in addition to that, the scythe we got, it's a halberd with a large blade, scythe adjusted for battle. Designed especially for slicing, however, one false swing leaves you wide open. So, yeah, we see pretty standard halberd weapon. The scythe and the great scythe function very differently from one another. The scythe is really your standard halberd weapon, and then the great scythe is sort of a weapon type into its own, which is why I like it so much. But yeah, you see a lot of similarities even with this one, the Titanite Catchpole. So, won't be using those. Just gonna stick with our trusty club. Oh gosh, went a little far. Okay. So, entering into this chamber now. Oh! I dodged a little late. Or maybe I don't know, I blocked, then I dodged. It didn't work out well for us either way. So we've managed to draw one of the Titanite Demons. I don't think we attracted the second one, and we've got 10 Estus, so I think we're going to be good to go for these last two guys, but... Oh no, I think we actually have attracted the second one. Alright, he moves kind of slowly, but... he'll still be pelting us with lightning magic from afar. So we want to take this one out. If we can, as quickly as possible. Yeah, you're seeing there. He's got backup. Optimally, he'll stay back there and just sort of shoot at us, because dealing with two of these melee at once, oh god. Oh gosh. It's a little hairy. It's pretty hairy right now. I want to get out of there and heal up. Okay. I wonder how effective the Gravelord Sword Dance would be at this point. Oh boy! Oh no! Here it comes! 2-on-1 Titanite Demon battle. Not fun. Not recommended. This encounter has gone sour very quickly. Folks. Oh, damn. Ooh, look at that range. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Damn it! Ooh! I'm not even sure which one killed me there. Well, yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, why? Why? Oh.
Thought you were hot. Guess what? You're not. You are dead. You brought your whole adventure to a screeching halt. You are dead. Your heart is stopped and your brain is cold. You were so dead, and now your body is starting to mold. You were so dead. This dimension cuts like a knife. You are dead. What a pitiful waste of a human life. You are dead. Your heart has stopped and your brain is cold.
Okay, here's the plan. Gold pine resin. I already wasted my charred pine resin, as you might have noticed. And I'm wearing slightly more defensive armor. I'm just hoping I can kill this guy as quickly as possible. Move on to the second. Even just having the freedom of not accidentally drawing two and having that that worry, I think would help out a lot in this fight. So, also I noticed the strong attack. It's pretty helpful for whittling him down. I'm really glad that he doesn't have too much range with that combo. Alright, we haven't attracted the other one yet. Alright, plenty of opportunities to attack there. Pine resin is worn out. Okay. It's alright. Just keep on whapping at his back. Oh my god. That can one-shot me. I'm pretty damn sure that'll effectively one-shot me. You have no health left. Come over here, please. Yes! Okay. One down. Oh my god. One down. One to go. That took more times than I care to admit. But I don't think I'll really have to admit it because you're gonna see exactly how many times I died to these bastards. Oh. I think I'm done with Titanite Demons for a while after this. I said the one in the Catacombs was one of my least favorites. You know, screw that. The ones in Sen's Fortress, these guys. These are the ones. These are the bane of my existence. Just right here. You got them right here. Yes, sirree. See, I'm wearing the Katarina gauntlets, the Astora, or the Elite Knight armor, and then the Sealer's sort of waistcloth. Damn. Oh. I mean, it's scary fighting these guys with how much health they have. Even them just landing on you from doing like a back jump like that. It hurts. You're being dropped on by a statue. Oh, okay. Gotta be careful. I'd like to take these two out in one go and not have to worry about this place again. Because after this, I believe we've effectively cleared out Sen's Fortress. And we can go straight for the boss at that point. Yeah, we have. So, this is the last thing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We need to fight one more giant. There's one more guy. But that's on the way out of here, so. Hate the range of the mace sometimes. It's a pain. Oh, the tail. The tail nicked me with that. Okay. Please. Yes! Yes. Yes. Demon Titanite. How many do we have now? Got 5 Demon Titanite. Oh. What a relief. I mean, seriously. That's optional. You never have to worry about them. They're really just there if you want that Demon Titanite, but I do want that Demon Titanite, so we got it. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the Demon Titanite on, but, you know, who's to say? Maybe it'll be useful later. Either way, they're dead. They are dead. I killed them. They are dead. And this snake man is just... No, I'm sorry. I'm not having it today. Yeah, you dropped down there. Are you going to come back down? No, you're pretty well dead. Alright, good. Well, from here you can drop down here normally, but actually... There is an illusory wall here. That one wasn't even marked with a with an orange soapstone sign, so good information to know. But yeah, if you smack that wall, there's this ladder which takes you up here, which overlooks the entrance of Sen's Fortress. And if you look here, this guy's familiar. The site is familiar. Remember that? There's the bell tower. And this guy is the one who, with the ringing of the 2 bells, actually opened up the path to Sen's Fortress for us. So, I mean, we really ought to thank him, but he's not very happy that we've found him here. This is his private space, and we've sort of intruded. So, yeah, this guy's showing off a little more of the giant movesets. If you ever piss one of these guys off. You don't want to piss them off. They're hefty fellows. But the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and other such cliched nonsense. So he's done. His role has been performed. He opened up Sen's Fortress for us, so for that we thank him. This is also a really nice duel spot for PvP. If you want to know a good place, Sen's Fortress, this little entryway here, nice open area, and I don't believe he respawns. Maybe he does, but I don't think so. And there's the pathway back to Andre's, or the old church where Andre sits, and the way back to the Undead Parish that way. So, at long last, we've completed Sen's Fortress, more or less in its entirety. And, oh, I can't tell you how happy I am that that is the case. So, next episode, we're gonna go up to the top. We're gonna deal with the boss of this area, and well, we'll be in Anor Londo, I believe. So it's pretty cool stuff. I was really hoping we could get rid of our egghead before this point, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm actually gonna look up the egghead because I feel like it totally should have transformed by this point. I gotta look up like the actual point. Oh, speak of the devil! Look at that baby. Look at that bulbous egghead. It's beautiful. I gotta make a bonus episode out of this. I'm sorry. Oh, yes! We got a maggot head. This is your new kick. When you've evolved your egghead this far, you get maggot kick, maggot bite. Unfortunately, it doesn't affect other people with eggheads, so you can spread your eggheadedness across the land, but hey, I mean, it's pretty beautiful, so. Alright everyone, that was a very roundabout episode. It went on a lot longer than I wanted it to, and we didn't even finish Sun's Fortress, but you know what? I'm okay with that, because we have an egg for a head. Proper egg for a head now. And, I mean, look at that. That is the sign of a man who worked for his egghead. Alright. I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.